If you're in an emergency situation, then you're going to want this. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I have in my hand here a little solar emergency radio, and you're definitely going to want this to power your electronics and get you through the darkness if you have an emergency. Let's take a close look at it. So this is the emergency crank radio. Crank it up, baby. Crank it up. And what I like about this right out of the box is that it is very small. So it's going to be nice and compact. It's going to be easy to store anywhere. Throw it in the glove box of your car if you wish. We have a USB to USB-C cable right here. I love the fact that obviously it sounds like I can charge it using the most modern plugs. You don't have to go and fish out a micro USB or a mini USB, something like that. Looks like we have a headphone jack and then that USB-C as well as a USB port right there, and that is because this guy can act as a power bank, which is going to be really nice if you have a cell phone that you also need to charge. Lanyard already attached right here, so I can put it on my wrist, carry it, and I don't have to worry about dropping it or losing it. And then what we have up here, oh yeah, is a crystalline solar cell, so we can charge this guy in the sunlight. And in fact, the lights here in the studio are powering this guy, charging up that battery. I can see the little red LED right there. Not sure if you can see that, but that means it's getting enough juice to actually power the battery, or at least charge the battery. Trickle charge, typically, okay? So let's go through all the other features. I like the red. It's very bright. It's got kind of a slick matte finish to it. It feels really nice, almost a soft like finish. There's plastic all over this, man. Very shiny. All right, up on the front, or the nose end of this guy, again, a matte plastic housing here, light right there. So if I turn that on, we get a flashlight. So looks like there's a couple modes. It's going to be hard to see in the bright light here, but if I hit it like that, a low, a high, higher, and off. So I like the fact that we have flashlight, and it's right where your thumb would be if you were carrying this around, which is really cool. And like I said, if power goes out, you're going to love having this little flashlight on the low setting here. Seems to be enough to just kind of navigate around my house, read or something like that. A little brighter, that seems to light up the path even a little bit better. And then I can actually see stuff here, you know, on that high setting. But the nice thing about this is that you're not going to have to just fumble around in the dark. Even if you are stuck in a tent or something, it's going to be nice to be able to just see each other, have a little talk, maybe have a meal over this. So the flashlight on this guy is going to be really helpful when it is super dark out there. Then we have on this side here the crank for the dynamo. And I'm not talking about me, baby. I'm just talking about the dynamo in here. And so when you crank this, say you don't have the solar panel working, it's dark out, you can still charge this guy up, and that's going to give you more power for all the electronics. But most importantly right here is, and most obviously, is the radio. So what we have is weather band, FM, and AM, and then we also have the power switch as well as the volume knob right there, speaker right there. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it to AM here. AM doesn't really use the antenna as much. And then tuning. All right, got a little AM here. Sounds like we're getting a little b-ball action. If I switch over to FM, maybe we'll get something. Lots of FM stations around here. All right. Getting some jams from my childhood here. And then if we go over to weather band.
Late. Waves 2 to 4 feet subsiding to 1 to 3 feet.
Looks like I need kind of clear skies to get the weather station here. I'm not sure where they're broadcasting from, but if I'm up by a window, works no problem, which is pretty cool. And so here is a cool handheld, portable, travelable, and powerable radio that you can have in your emergency kit, your survival kit, your bug out bag, have it at the ready. You know, one of those things that's going to be really nice is not only being in touch with people, knowing what's going on in the world, knowing what the weather is like, but also being able to power your electronics and seeing in the dark. Let me tell you, when it's dark, you're going to want that. So if you want to pick up this little emergency radio so that you have it when you need it, I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda. Out.
We can discover more and explore so much deeper. We can live better than ever face.